Howdy! So I bought a ukulele, an ukulele, is apparently the correct pronunciation. Yes, I said correct. Which apparently translates to jumping flea, I believe. Which, there's a story behind that, I might as well tell you since you're here. The story behind that is when people used to play it, they would play so fast, if you couldn't hear me, that it looked like a dog scratching fleas. So, ukulele, jumping flea. Anyway, so I bought an ukulele while I was in Hawaii, while I went halves with my father, although he doesn't play it for some reason. And the first song that I figured out how to learn, and I looked for a bunch of tutorials, but they all sucked. I couldn't understand what they were trying to tell me. And so I looked for a tutorial for Iz's Over the Rainbow, and I couldn't find one that was decent, so I just figured it out on my own, because I kind of knew the chords from piano already. And I looked up what those chords were in ukulele form. And so I figured, why not give a tutorial to people? Who knows, you might like it. So the actual tune, I just play it. There's two parts, but they're both pretty much exactly the same. Only one of them you skip doing this once. You just skip it once, and then you go back and repeat the cycle. So it goes like this. So this time you do it, and this isn't the tutorial, by the way, this is just me showing you what it sounds like. And that was me skipping it right there, going from the A to the C. Alright, so those are the two major parts, and you don't just keep going back and forth between them. But it is very simple still. Now, the strumming, because showing you the chords would be dumb before I show you the strumming, is down, down, up, down, up. Yeah, that's it. So, the first chord is C, which you just put your finger right there. And I use this finger, and then I put my middle finger on the one fret behind it, because the next chord, it's helpful to have it there. And so, the whole way through the song you're playing. Alright? So when you see people playing, it'll just look like they're going up and down. Especially on this. But what's happening is they're strumming down, coming up, not hitting it, strumming down, then on the way up again, and then they go down without hitting it, up, then down, then up. Yeah, so that's the strumming. Yeah, okay, I just stuffed that up, but you know what I mean, right? Down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's not even how the tune goes. Okay, so now, the rest of the chords. You start on C, which I showed you, and then I like to put my middle finger behind because the next chord is G. G is middle finger there, then you go 2 strings higher and put your index on, and then on the next fret over, you'll be on the second from the bottom string. Now I could give you all the ladder names, but I'm assuming whoever's watching this is very amateur. Not that I'm saying you are, I'm just gonna do the tutorial if you were, because then everyone can watch. So that's the next one, so you go from C. You can already hear the tune developing. The next one's really easy. The first time around I put my index finger up because it's easier just to go up one string. And you let go of everything. So you're just pressing the top string. The second time around on the cycle, when you come back to this bit, you're probably going to want to use your middle finger, because later you're going to need to put your index down here. So yeah, it gets kind of difficult. But for now, you're going to go from G to A. So it goes like this. And I'm not going to be able to show you the strumming and the fingers at the same time because it's very difficult to hold it and play it like that. But, and then back to C. And then you're going to do that A thing I told you about. Put your index here on the second from bottom, then your middle on the top one on the second fret, and then you keep going. And then you go back to C again. Then up to G. And this is where I was telling you you're going to want to use your middle finger for this one. Up to A. Very top string, second fret. And then you're going to put your index down on there. And leave your middle finger there. And then you repeat it all again. Okay, so what you should have learned now, and if you haven't, obviously, you just go back. Go back. I don't know, these things switch around when you upload them. So, this is what you should have by now. Repeat it all again. Only this time, when you would normally have your middle finger here, going from the G up to here, this time you're not going to do the next chord. You're going to go straight from here, back to the C and start the cycle again. So the next one goes like this. C, G, some sort of A, back to C. A minor, I think, back to C, G, another A, and then you repeat, C, G, A, C, A minor, C, G, A, and this time you probably want to go to the next one. If you want to get the correct next way of doing it, then you'll probably want to listen to the actual song being played and then try and play along. The words and how they fit into it, I'll try and sing. I'm pretty horrible, I'm warning you now. I'm only making this tutorial because I failed at singing and playing at the same time instead. So this is where it's going ooh ooh ooh. I'm just gonna skip that part. That's the basic melody and how it'll go. I could sing the whole way through it, but that'd be really boring. If you want me to, I will, just if a few people request it, but you heard me sing, it's pretty horrible. So I hope that helped, and if it didn't, let me know. Maybe I can redo the tutorial. It wouldn't be that much effort. I mean, 8 minutes of my life. Wow, 8 minutes, that's a long tutorial, but I mean, it was simple, right?